Stunning views, insane rock formations, howling winds, inclement weather.
Crazy. What a sensory and emotional roller coaster adventuring the outdoors can be. Excitement, nerves, anxiety. A little over a mile and a half to go, and it's starting to either sprinkle or snow or hail or something, so I need to get my ass in gear. Fear. Wind's picking up too. I need to hurry the hell up. Excitement again. Peace. It's crazy. I mean, what more could you ask for on a Monday, right? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to High Desert Adventures. I'm Matt, and I do everything from hiking, camping, fishing, backpacking, everything outdoors. It's a little cold, a little gray, a little windy. So it wasn't my first choice of where I wanted to come out and adventure at today, but it's one of my favorite spots. And there's a ton of trails I still want to do out here. And as far as the weather we've been getting in southern Idaho, or all across Idaho in general, this was the safest for a hike and an outdoor adventure. So I am back in the City of Rocks National Reserve. Still really beautiful to me, even though this is like my third time out here. And today we're attempting the Box Top Trail Loop. It's only a few miles, nothing really serious for elevation gain, but it's supposed to have some nice views. It's a little dark and cloudy, as you can see, but we're not supposed to get any rain or snow. Just dealing with a little bit of wind and cold, so yeah, let's get going. Came pretty prepared today. Got my fleece lined beanie, weatherproof insulated jacket, a light hoodie underneath the jacket, base layer underneath that. Got my gloves. I'm wearing base layer pants. Whew, the wind's picking up. And I'm wearing winter weatherproof insulated pants on top of the base layer pants. The only thing I forgot was my balaclava, cover my face. That would have been nice. but not a big deal. Oh yeah, it is windy. Let's double check all trails real quick. And some other things I brought with me are some emergency supplies, which I usually always keep in my backpack. As always, got our Garmin InReach Mini GPS, checked in with the loved ones. I brought some supplies like hand warmers, thermal blanket, bleed stop, tourniquet, first aid, all that stuff. Some water, obviously. And I brought some coffee that I'd really like to make at the top of this view up here, halfway through the loop in the back. But as windy as it is, I may have to wait till I get back to the truck to do that. Maybe we'll just do it at one of these campsites right here. Oh, these are nice. This is one of the times I wish I had a hot tent, because I'd be camping out here all the time. But let me show you these campsites real quick. This is campsite number 9. Nice little flat spot. You got your picnic bench and a fire ring. Nice and secluded. And then there's another one back there, campsite number 8. So if you're new to the channel, this is my 3rd time hiking this area. The first time I did the North Fork and South Fork Creek Circle Loop. The second time I camped out in a yurt on the other side of the National Reserve, and then came out and did the Tea Kettle Trail Loop. And now this is my 3rd trail, the Box Top Trail Loop. First time was a lot of compacted snow and ice. Second time was the most beautiful, perfect day. Nice and warm, nothing too crazy. Today, yeah, it's windy. It's only like 40 something degrees, which isn't terrible for where I'm at this time of year. But with this wind, that ain't fun. Check this campsite out, campsite number 10. Oh, this one's nice. I like this one. You got your rocks around the fire ring, picnic table. There's your flat spot over there. And then you got your views out in the corner here. If I somehow pull off investing in a hot tent, I'm coming back out here and camping out at one of these spots. There are a ton of campgrounds and campsites throughout the city of Rocks. I mean, it's literally endless possibilities for explorations, for campsites, for all that. But I need to get moving because this is getting a little cold. Need to build up some warmth and some body heat. Ooh, that wind. That's my girlfriend Bianca messaging me on the Garmin. Hold on, I should answer her back since she's probably gonna be watching this footage. Yeah, I'm recording a video right now, comma. This footage is probably gonna make it into the video, so everyone's gonna know that I'm messaging you first, LOL. Your boy is crazy about this woman, and I ain't afraid to admit it. Check out these views. That's become a theme now. Me and my presentations. Oh man, check it out. There it is. And we got some fresh poop. So any of the gear that I'm using today that I purchased on Amazon is stuff that I do firmly believe in now. I tested it out a couple weeks ago on my snowshoe hike. This is my 2nd or 3rd time testing it out. I was gonna do a full review video, which I still may, but I think now I'm just gonna start leaving the Amazon affiliate links down below. If you guys choose to check that out and purchase something through my affiliate links, it's gonna help me grow this channel and reinvest and continue sharing this experience with you guys. But so far from Amazon today, what I'm wearing is my base layers, my winter hiking pants, my merino wool socks, or just regular wool socks, I don't remember. I think they're merino wool. Backpack, emergency supplies and stuff like that. Links will be down below. Please check them out through those links if you are interested in looking into this type of gear for yourself. So all in all, I think this trail is only a few miles. You go straight out and do a loop, come back. So if the weather's decent enough, and if I feel good at the end of this one, I might just stop on the way back and hit another trail, because there's a lot of really small, quick trails in here too, like half a mile out and back, just to get to a nice little scenic rock formation and scenic view and all that. So that may be in the cards for today too. All just depends on good old Mother Nature. God, that just sucks. You can't fly drones out here. I'm pretty sure you can't. Pretty sure this is considered National Park Service, so I don't want to test it. I don't want to find out. There was a National Park employee that drove by when I first got here and waved, and I waved back. And I respect rules. I follow the rules, and I respect these areas, and I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize my gear, my ability to share these experiences, or my time out here. But man, this would be a really good area to fly the drone. And it looks like we got our first set of deer tracks. There's a lot of deer out here in this area. So this is actually one of the only areas I've hiked in that I haven't actually seen animals. Oh yeah, we got a lot more deer tracks. These ones are bigger too. I've seen animals on pretty much every hike I've done throughout Idaho. I've seen deer, I've seen moose, I've seen antelope, elk, porcupines, sheep, I've seen mountain lion tracks, seen coyote tracks, seen a lot of little critters, but I have never seen anything out here in City of Rocks, which is kind of weird because City of Rocks is known to have a lot of animal wildlife itself. But, oh yeah, those are some big ass tracks. I don't know if you could tell by the video there. You could tell by some parts on the trail. Some of it's a little washed out, a little rutted out, and a little muddy because we've had a lot of rain, a little bit of sleet, a little bit of snowfall down here in southern Idaho. And even the road on the way in was a little washed up and rutted out, but thanks to my Bebe, my Tacoma, I don't gotta worry about a lot of that stuff. Central Idaho is getting blasted with snow though. And stay tuned if you're a subscriber. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe below. I have a really amazing adventure coming up in 3 weeks, and it's gonna be the test of a lifetime. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a challenge, but an absolute blast. And it's gonna be involving a lot of snow, let's just put it that way. But here's our first set of scat. I know everyone loves seeing poop in hiking videos, so there you go. There's some animal poop for you. But anyways, yeah, so like I was mentioning in the beginning of the video, this wasn't my first choice of where I wanted to come today. I actually planned on checking out Craters of the Moon finally. It's only about an hour and a half, I think, northeast of me where I live in Idaho. And I've watched enough YouTube videos from other hikers and campers and backpackers, and I really want to do it. But I did some research, and you are allowed to hike and snowshoe the area, even though the loop road is closed this time of year, but they don't open the visitor center from like beginning of December until end of January. Me personally, I'd feel more comfortable if the visitor center was at least open to stop in, grab a map, grab a little national park sticker, you know. But just knowing someone's in the visitor center would make me a little more comfortable in these current conditions this time of year. I actually wanted to get more snowshoe practice in and do it in Craters of the Moon, but that area is expecting sleet, a lot of rain, and wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour, and I'm not gonna go out there and do all that. So I'll go out there and snowshoe once it's not super windy and not raining on top of the snow, and once the visitor center opens. So late January, plan on seeing a Craters of the Moon snowshoeing video. I gave that one away, but I'm not going to give away the one in 3 weeks. You're just going to have to stay tuned and find out. I am super excited about it. I've packed my bags and my dry bag and everything at least 3 times and unpacked and repacked it already, and I'm still 3 weeks away. But when I was in Boise with my girl last week, we stopped by Cabela's a few times, and she even let me drag her around REI for my first time being in REI, and that was dope. I know come springtime, I'm going to be back over there and investing in new gear for my summertime hikes coming up. But I also was able to get a lot of supplies for my January trip coming up as well too. So I am fully prepared. I'm absolutely stoked. And I cannot wait to share it with everybody. And I hope what I'm doing here with this channel continues to motivate people and just get outside, explore the outdoors, see new things, test yourself, break out of your comfort zone, whatever it may be. Chase what you're passionate about. Life's too freaking short to do anything else otherwise. God, these views never get old. These more foresty areas or more dense areas with trees always trip me out. Kind of sets the vibe, sets the tone, makes you feel like there could be something out there watching you, you know. Adds a little element of suspense, little fun vibe to it, you know what I'm saying? Like these kind of areas. This looks really familiar. I think this is the trail that connects to the North Fork, South Fork Creek Circle. This may connect to the first trail I did a few months ago, or a couple months ago anyways. Yeah, check it out. So Box Top Trailhead, that's where we came from, down that way. South Fork Circle Creek. Down that way. There's a mountain off in the distance behind this rock formation that's just covered in snow. I'm pretty sure that's the North Fork. Try to put a little clip right here so you can see where I was hiking and see all the snow. I've showed it in other videos, but put a little something right here. Woo! That wind is picking up. But with all the base layers and long sleeve and jacket and everything I got on, I am Gucci. Everything feels fine. Warmth and comfort. Only thing is this grill. My grill's cold. My nose is running. But this is beautiful. I love this. There's no way I was not gonna get outside this week. Look how it just opens up. I love it. I love it. It's crazy how quick the clouds move too. I don't know if you can see in the video, but they're just moving quick. That is crazy. Those clouds are moving so fast, it's trippy. Trippy how those ones just balance on top of each other. trip. It's amazing how Mother Nature always has a way of making you feel so small in the big picture of things. All right, I'm gonna take this opportunity to take the backpack off for a minute, hydrate up, take this outer layer jacket off because I'm getting a little warm now. This feels much better. This is like a light, comfy hoodie, Columbia brand. Thanks, baby. I got my base layers on underneath with my gloves and my beanie. Should be fine. Feel all right. Feel good. But let's get back on this trail and keep going. That already feels 1,000 times better. All right, box up. Let's proceed. Supposed to be coming up on Heartbreaker Rock. Wonder what that one's gonna look like. This literally looks exactly like North Fork, South Fork Creek Circle. I swear this is like the same trail or the connecting trail or something. Either that or just looks strikingly similar. All right, coming up to a cattle gate. You guys know how it works. Open it, close it behind you. Secure it the same way it was when you found it, or better. Right, let's proceed. Let's see if we can see Heartbreaker Rock. Holy cow. Wow. Wonder why they call it Heartbreaker Rock. Supposed to be able to cut down to the right. Let's go back and see. Yeah, this is where you're supposed to be able to cut down over there, but it's a little more overgrown than what I feel like doing. I don't feel like full on bushwhacking it at the moment. Looks like that's Heartbreaker Rock. There's got to be a cool story behind that. Some of these rock formations and trails out here though in City Rocks, some of them have such crazy names. Like in the first video I filmed out here on the North Fork and South Fork Creek Circle, there was a trail or a rock called Meat Jello and Banana Pudding. Something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what it was, but there's some crazy names. Like, who comes up with them and what do they mean? See if you can see that mountain off in the distance. Got a lot of snow capped right on the top. You can see the clouds moving. Video never does justice, but amazing to see in person. All right, so we're going this way towards Lost Arrow. Already about halfway done with the trail. Still a little windy and cold, but conditions are not bad. And 3 miles, 3.5 miles is not a routine hike for me. It's pretty small compared to what I'm used to. So we'll see if we end up wanting to do another one of the little trails, a little out and back to the rock formations, but Definitely got to set up and have some coffee at some point. Maybe snack on a protein bar. I'm a creature of habit, so you guys can already probably guess what I'm going to be drinking and what I'm going to be having. That is picture worthy. I'll show you guys what those look like. Always keeping my eyes peeled for cat prints out here. I think that's the only real animal you'd have to worry about, although it's extremely rare to see one or come across one. Coyotes and mountain lions are the only ones out here that you should really have to worry about, even though it's a rare occurrence. Coyotes and mountain lions are the only ones out here that are dangerous animals. I don't think there's any moose down this way. Could be wrong, but yeah, keeping my eyes peeled for tracks and signs and all that, although you can probably keep your eyes peeled all you want. If a cat doesn't want you to see it, you probably aren't going to see it. Oh, that's become a thing now. Ow, fucker. It's getting a little dense and a little overgrown now. This is for me where I feel like nerves start to settle in a little bit. When it gets super dense like this, that's when I start to trip out a little bit. Dude, these rock formations are crazy. Oh, that feels like rain. All right, I got about like a mile and a half, a little over a mile and a half to go, and it's starting to either sprinkle or snow or hail or something, so need to get my ass in gear. It's crazy. You can pay attention to all the different weather forecasts, trail apps, National Weather Service websites. Pay attention to it all you want. Plan and prepare all you want. But Mother Nature always has a way of saying she'll get the last laugh. Wind's picking up too. I need to hurry the hell up. As you can tell, I got some pep in my step, breathing a little heavy, moving a little quicker. I always know the risk and reward when I do stuff like this, but sometimes you gotta know when to kick it into high gear. This is such a trippy place. And another thing too to keep in mind, when you do kick it into high gear in this situation, don't let your, still keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to the conditions of the trail. Pay attention to your surroundings, and don't just stare at a camera and talk to it. Okay, this definitely connects to that initial trail I was talking about, because I remember stopping at Lady J before. Oh, yeah, this is part of the North Fork, South Fork Circle Creek Trail, because this is where I stopped and took pictures last time. Pretty sure I did one of these. On that trail, I came from up ahead this way and came down that way. It's like I'm going in reverse now, but just came from a different direction, different starting point. All right, just about a mile to go. Wind's calming down a little bit. Let's keep it going. It's not easy with one hand. Okay, there's a trail left and a trail right. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, I'm going the right way. The wind's picking up again. Woo! Look at this huge ass rock just right here in the middle of the trail. Somehow standing up on its own. What a trip. Wow. It's crazy what a sensory and emotional roller coaster adventuring the outdoors can be. It's crazy, and I love it. Back on the trail, keeping it pushing. Almost done. Hopefully this wind dies down and I could have a nice hot cup of coffee at one of the campsites. That would be perfect. Dang. Might even have to bust that jacket out and put that back on too, because it's getting a little chilly now. Another split. Woo! Yeah, we need to keep it pushing. So all these rock formations with crazy names I'd like to stop and look at, but it's a little cold, it's a little windy. And I think I could do cold temperatures better than I can windy conditions. I think I could persevere through a lot of outdoor situations, but the two that always get me, the two I can't stand, is wind and rain. I'm probably looking at both of them today too. The transformer, that just sounds cool. I might have to go check that one out. All right, we'll see if we can see it from this side. Don't really feel like getting off trail at the moment. All right, so we are here. I think we're gonna end up going down this way to Box Top. That is a South Fork trail, so that's the one I did. Like that, around, back, down. Tea Kettle Trail's way on the other side. Oh, these rock structures are just trippy. Of course, the videos are never gonna do full justice. All right. Whoa. Check out that rock. That's pretty crazy looking. All right, the loop is complete and we're back heading towards the trailhead. Box top trailhead. God, that's just insane views. Well, all in all, grateful to be in the outdoors today. Got to be grateful for what we can get as far as the outdoors go this time of year in Idaho. It being winter time, but also just certain storms that are coming through at the moment. Certain areas are just not hikeable or not explorable, and certain roads are closed and certain parks are shut down, all that. So grateful for the time I got out here. Wasn't the most physically intense hike, which is fine. Didn't get dumped on in the rain. Didn't freeze my balls off. And I got to get outdoors. Have a little bit of peace, a little serenity, see some beautiful sights, get another hike in the books, another one checked off the to-do list. And best of all, I get to share it with everybody out there on YouTube. So let's finish strong and hopefully make that hot cup of coffee happen real soon. She is way off in the distance, right over yonder. There she is. And we did it. Box top trail loop complete. Third trail through City of Rocks complete. Another one added to the books for 2025. Whew. Not a bad one at all. Definitely got to earn it, but we'll check the final numbers right now. Take this little camp spot right here and make a cup of coffee. Oh. Sick new Carhartt hat. So for the snack, we're gonna have a built puff bar. This time is cookies and cream. 17 grams of protein plus collagen and only 150 calories. I like these because they don't taste like you're eating a dry stick of freaking sawdust. These are actually like puffy and light. Then they taste good. I'm gonna try to make this quick because it still is a little windy. Hands are cold. Might have to put some of this stuff in the truck so it doesn't blow away. And as always, we're gonna be using our Jetboil press because I'm using grinds. There's my little go-to mug, all the different kinds of fish on it. Make a 10-ounce cup of coffee. Much better. Get everything in the shot here. You know me, I gotta have my oat milk creamer. This is the Oatly brand, the caramel flavor oat milk creamer. So much better than regular oat milk when it's actual oat milk creamer. This is gonna be really good. Oh yeah, sun's coming through the clouds. And for the coffee, this is some Don Francisco's Family Reserve Edition hazelnut cream. Thank you, baby, you know me so well. I think the wind just blew my fire out. Really hope I didn't bring the Jetboil, it's almost empty. Oh, hazelnut cream. No, Don Francisco's isn't some like crazy bougie high-end brand, but it is so good. And that Family Reserve Edition, Forget about it. Woo! Of course, right when the sun comes out, the wind picks up. Built puff, cookies and cream. Nice and soft and chewy. Again, we are boiling. So I'm gonna add a few scoops of this amazing Don Francisco's coffee in there. I like to really taste my coffee. Oh no. So I'm gonna do 3 scoops. And we're gonna mix it around real good. And then what we do is we cover it up. We're gonna let it sit for a few minutes first. Let the coffee steep, if you will. And then we'll press it and pour it. All right, so it's been a few minutes. So I'm gonna press this down, pour it, mix in some oat milk creamer, and then we're gonna enjoy this lovely view, and the fact that the sun is coming through those clouds makes me so happy. Feels so good. All right, pushed her down. Let's pour her out. Smells so good. That's great coffee. Whew, a little strong, maybe 3 scoops was a lot. Nice medium brown color. All right, cheers. God, that is good. All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video and today's adventure. I think I'm good with just a single hike today. There's some other really cool quick ones right here, like I said before, but with the way this wind's coming in and clouds are rolling in and the fact that everywhere else in southern Idaho is getting a storm, I don't think I'm gonna push my luck too much today. So this is where I send you all off. Until next time, thank you all for watching and joining me on another adventure. Cheers, I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Mountain covered in snow. So my yurt was not, let's see if I can show. My yurt was not that one over there. My yurt was, oh yeah, you can see right over here, look, there was my yurt. That's the one I camped in.